Hey, it's Random Pop Culture News Freak here, aka Mr. MannyTendoWolverine. You guys are wrestling Mr. Schwartz's channel. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, Brighteon, Minds, Reddit 4chan, of course, as always, Bishu, Brighteon, Odyssey, just in case the channel gets shut down, terminated, what have you, God forbid. Anyways, I know it's almost 2 days old. I know I'm real late to reacting to it. The first one, I didn't get a chance to react to because I already kind of saw it on my own time when I was showing the whole Super Bowl shit on February at the time. So unfortunately, didn't really get that much of a chance to react to it because I had no idea it was coming. But then again, I already knew it was going to be a Fast Furious Part 10. It's literally at this point, let's go Part 10. I'm surprised they still never made like either like a HBO, Amazon, Apple TV Plus, a Netflix like TV service series out of it, show out of it, instead of just making a movie after movie after movie like they usually do. I guess that's not what like. I'm not even sure who's in charge of the franchise anymore. I know Universal Studios is the one that's the IP owners of that property, or the Fast and Furious franchise series, but as far as like the directors and producers and I guess maybe co-executive or co-director, co-producer, probably Vin Diesel. That's the one that owns most of that franchise, half of the franchise at least. There's that. Plus there's like 4 or 5 other stories I really want to talk about at the end of this video, so you guys can skip that part if you want. But 2 of them are extremely serious. It gets in a lot of more of a political debate sort of bullshit, which I really don't want to get too much into. I'll just say quick thoughts using opinions on them. Out of the 4.5 I'm going to talk about, there's 2 of them I'm probably going to make videos on, so I'm not going to get too deep into those, but stay tuned for it for Saturday, Sunday. Can't wait for next week, Saturday, even though granted it comes out Friday, but I'm going to see the same people that I think that made the John Wick movie or was inspired by the John Wick movie, Sisu. I'm definitely watching that movie. I didn't really get to say my thoughts using opinions on the Mario Bros. Movie that I saw last week. I know it came out the week before that, but IRL got in the way, obviously. Oh, man. It was a really funny, good-ass time. I wish I would have brought my nephew to go see it. And then again, like, I got 2 other nephews I could have brought, but I really don't know them that well. Kind of like a stranger to them, unfortunately. But anyways, it is what it is on that. I know my cousins, they would love the absolute crap out of that freaking movie. Man, it's the same people that made the freaking Minions movie. I'm still extremely mind blown. Very well impressed with how they did the graphics. I really shouldn't be, but not all of the voice actors were good. I feel like the 2 that were way more out of place, I feel like in my personal opinion was Fred Armisen and Seth Rogen. They didn't really do that good job as Kamek and Donkey Kong. They did really fucking horrible in my personal opinion. The rest of the actors, I know Chris Pratt, some people are shitting on Chris Pratt, some people are thinking he was a really good voice actor for Mario, some people thought he was a perfect choice, some people thought he was a bad choice. Anya Taylor-Joy, she just kind of sounded like Tara Strong to me as Princess Peach. And Keegan-Michael Key, the dude that did the Key and Peele show and he used to be on Mad TV way back in the day, he did really good as Toad. Amazing. Jack Black, he killed it out there. Absolutely phenomenally perfectionate choice. Shigeru Miyamoto or the Illumination Studios have Jack Black play as Bowser. Chef's kiss. Amazing. And again, he was always really good at voice acting, real good as live action actor. I grew up with a lot of the stuff, so I'm kind of like nostalgia bias with him. And I think that's kind of it. I don't think there's any other voice. Oh, Charles Martinet got to play a cameo appearance. That was cool too. Anyways, hey, 3, 2, 1, get it in. Fast and Furious X. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm probably gonna need a copyright claim for this. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Hey, let me like brighten it up a little bit so I can see it. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'd already be there if Roman wasn't driving Fort Knox on wheels. You see me shining, baby.
Okay, all the dudes are coming back again.
We're locked inside. That's a trap. That's a bomb. All right, dorks, what are we blowing up? What?
I'm still mindful of the dude Jason Momoa decided to get in this movie too, because I know I just want to make money Aquaman, and I think they did like a character for Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, it's the Wrecking Ball thing. This is the one that came out 2 days ago. So this is new. I remember seeing that. Let's see some other new stuff I want to see. I haven't seen yet.
Never would have gotten behind that wheel.
Alright. Oh, they're going back to all the other older movies that they did.
And now, I am the man who's going to break your family. Piece by piece. The devil's coming.
Oh, shit.
Boom.
I don't remember doing that funny little laugh there.
Tommy, I knew you would come for me. So how about we all just start shooting each other? Time to end this. Let's dig some grave. graves.
Yep. I knew that dude was coming back again. I'm glad they brought Jason Statham and Charlie Theron back. That's the one I'm most hyped for. Those two coming back as their characters again.
You are not to be trusted.
Yeah.
You ain't on my Christmas list either.
Oh, I can't wait to see him kick so much fucking ass in that movie. Hell yeah.
We need weapons and cars.
Cannon cars.
I forgot John Cena's coming back against him. But he's a good guy this time instead of the bad guy. Oh, that's gonna be fun as hell to see that shit too. That whole fight scene with Charlie Theron and Michelle Rodriguez. I don't know why I used to sit like hard as fuck to Michelle Rodriguez back in the day. You know, she was a tomboy. She was still awesome as fuck to see strong badass shit. That was before the whole SJW counterculture shit was up there.
Then we might want to buckle up.
Oh, I didn't see that part. Oh, yeah. Fucking no. Out. Yeah. Oh man. I swear that shit never gets old, my guy. I almost jumped out of my seat for that one, man. I would have loved to jump more out of my seat for that one, but I just barely did it a tiny bit. You guys can probably barely tell, but woo! That's the part I was waiting for, man. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I used to simp like a mother effer. Granted, I know she was a tomboy, tough, hardcore chick or whatever. Like, she was more stronger than the other dudes, which Michelle Rodriguez's characters. I only remember seeing her in 3 other movies, excluding the other one she just did like 2 months ago. Even though, granted, it probably took 2 years to make that movie. The Dungeons and Dragons one, I know it did absolutely fucking horrible at the box office. It was a real big slap in the face of real old school, like 70s, 80s kids or early 90s kids. Like when I was a 90s kid, mid-late 90s, later on. Or in 2000s kids, I played Dungeons and Dragons. Granted, I didn't grow up playing D&D, so I had no idea what the fuck that franchise was even about. Plus, I wouldn't even been able to have a shot or a chance to even play that type of game. Because my parents were very, very strict, really religious on religion and all that stuff. About Christianity and all that other fucking crap, which I don't care too much about. No, I should now, but oh man, whole other different lights. I'm not even gonna get into that shit. But you know, quick thoughts, views, and opinions. I know I'm pre-ordering my ticket immediately to see this movie. I'm seeing that shit day one. I am not gonna wait a week or two for that after the movie comes out. I'm watching immediately. I may end up skipping Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm just wait till it's on 4K Blu-ray DVD or something instead of just rent it instead. You know, granted, Chris Pratt's a really funny ass dude, and same with Bide Bautista, and I really, really love the shit out of Zoe Saldana's character. Granted, she was a lot better in Avatar compared to what she was as Gamora in the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers series, in my personal opinion. Another chick I used to simp really hard as hell to back in the day. And yeah, that's cool. The two I'm really, really most excited about. I'm glad Jason Statham, he decided to still keep coming back as his other character. I think it was Shaw's character, because I know him and Dwayne The Rock Johnson did the Hobbs and Shaw movie, which it was alright. The only main reason I wanted to see him is to see Jason Statham fight more the other dude, Idris Elba's character that was in that movie like 4 years ago. I don't know if they're ever going to do a sequel for it. It's cool if they do, and if not, I'll just wait for it to come out Blu-ray DVD if they do a sequel or pre-origin story of that franchise. That one, that's the one I'm real excited to see come back. Jason Statham's character, Charlize Theron's character, but I think her name is Genesis or Oracle, whatever her name was supposed to be in there, or Hacker. I don't know, but it's cool to see her come back again, because I really, really loved her freaking character in Fast Furious. I think Fast 8 or Fast 9 when she was introduced. Plus, I used to love her a lot back then. And I remember the first 2 movies I think I saw her play back in the day was like the movie she did with Keanu Reeves, and then like another one, I think it was Mighty Joe Young. One of those were one of the first 2 movies I remember ever watching her in a film. I love that chick ever since. Freaking badass. And she's like in her, I don't know, early mid-50s. She still looks fine as hell. Anyways, not for me simping that chick either. I know she was the bad chick in this one, but man, chef's kiss for the acting. Anyways, I can't wait to see that whole full scene when she fights Michelle Rodriguez. Man, sucks because I want both of them to win, but only one can win. Anyways, let's get on to the news real quick. Real fast news. I don't get too deep into it. The first 2 I'm just scamming through really quick. Let's see. This one was a real big one. I remember talking about this almost 4 weeks ago. I didn't make any news or videos about it, but I've been slowly, like, not quietly, but like These are the main two news I've been following the most on the internet for the past month and a half, 2 months. I just haven't made any video content of it because it gets very, very political. It gets very, very tense on certain topics like race, ethnicity, and like political ideologies and beliefs. And I try to stay far the fuck away from that type of stuff because that's not what my channel's about. So it says multiple alleged victims of former actor, because he's not going to be as Kang for freaking fortunately he's not going to be playing as Kang for the next Marvel movies. Unfortunately, Disney Marvel has just cut him off, unfortunately. Jonathan Majors' abusiveness during reporting work with police. This comes from Laura Bassett. This quick thoughts, views, and opinions on him. I'm just going to read the first real super quick little note here. Sentence. Physical abuse allegations against Jonathan Majors don't appear to be going anywhere anytime soon, despite his attorneys claiming that the victim has hopefully I'm saying that right, recanted, and that the video evidence will soon easily have exonerated the actor. Yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. This is, honestly, really hope he didn't do anything bad. I pray he's actually an innocent dude, because, granted, some of the people, I think he used to work in Broadway a long time in New York City. Some people said he was very nihilistic and narcissistic, and he felt like his shit didn't stink, and that's what they're claiming. That's how he was. Obviously, I'm never going to know any of these people personally IRL. It's unfortunate, and some people said he was like mentally and emotionally violent compared to physically violent. Oh, man. It's a shame, because in the Apollo Creed movie, Adonis Creed Part 3 movie, it was amazing in that movie. It was really, really good as Kang the Conqueror, and it was real funny last year, a year before, when it was at SNL. I thought it was a funny-ass motherfucker, man. So it's extremely unfortunate he just shot his career in the foot if he's unfortunately guilty on this shit. I hope he's not. Really hope he isn't, because it's funny, and he did the little acting scene. Sounds like a Street Fighter Mortal Kombat character. He goes, ho, 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 ho. It makes me laugh hard as fuck, man. So it sucks. I really, truly hope his attorneys and his lawyers end up winning the case, and I hope he's not a guilty dude. I hope he was innocent the whole entire time. It's a shame. I mean, a lot of people are saying, comparing this to Ezra Miller, it's like they Johnny Depp this dude, unfortunately, and Ezra Miller, they just let him go, and he did a lot more nasty, evil, fucked up shit compared to this dude, Jonathan. It's fucked up, man. It really is. Throw a black man under the bus. It's not even just because of his race and ethnicity either. It's really, really fucked up. The dude was probably either white, or maybe he was part of the LGBTQIA plus community, or part of the small hat people community that truly run this planet of the world, my personal opinion. The people that start with an I, the JWISH peoples. Not the real big, actually the big, massively powerful CEOs and CFOs ones. I'm talking about the everyday average ones. I don't want to get claimed, I'm an anti this and I'm a bigot of that, I'd be extremely careful how I talk about those groups, because I don't want my channel to get shut down. Because there's still good people in those type of groups too. As crazy as that sounds. Anyways, second on the real quick. I'm not going to talk about this one at all. I'll just mention it a tiny bit. This is really, really insane. It says, behind the backlash against Bud Light's transgender influencer after Dylan Mulvaney promoted the beer on Instagram for, I think, Bud Light, yeah. Well-known conservatives, tried to start boycotting this. Experts say the controversy will not hurt the brand in the long run and maybe help. Yeah, thoughts, views, and opinions on this one. Thank God I do not drink beer. I've never been like a freaking real hardcore alcoholic. I've only drank beer maybe like once or twice ever in my life. I think the first one I ever drank when I was like almost 22 years old in 2010. I think it was 2011. A year after it was legal for me to drink beer and alcohol. It was Mike's Hard Lemonade. It was that one. And I think it was that one and Heineken were the first two beers I ever drank. And I never really got into it, man. I'm sorry. My grown man in my mid-30s as myself, like, I never really see a lot of the appearance or the appeal of it. And especially, I never really cared too much about sports either. I think for a lot of people that care a lot about sports, especially if you live here in the United States, especially big time over here. If you're a big basketball or football or baseball fan, like, I was a little bit of a medium, intermediate sort of baseball fan, but I didn't get to the point where I had to drink 6 to 8 packs of freaking beers of Heineken or Mike's Hard Lemonade and just, I worship and idolize it. No. And just the taste never grew on me. I just stuck to energy drinks most of the time instead. Granted, I still kind of bad for your health too, but that's on a different level of health. I don't know. If I would have been a hardcore beer fan, I'd probably be like 600-800 pounds right now. Thank God I'm not. I probably wouldn't be here right now if I would have been like a hardcore beer fan or alcoholic fan in general. So I'm glad I never got hooked to any of that shit. I know one or two of my friends and colleagues that I work with at my job, they're real hardcore beer fans. They invite me, I'll go maybe once every 3 or 6 months. I'll drink a beer with them just once in a while, but not a shitload of times, you know? But anyways, yeah. All I gotta say is that these people are still human. Granted, I don't believe with their beliefs and ideologies when it comes to LGBTQ+, non-gender, non-binary, transgender, gender fluidity, all those other communities. They think there's a billion, trillion other sexes out there. In my personal opinion, I disagree with that. Extremely hardcore. Other than that, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Not too much on it. I'm not gonna get too much deep into it, but they shouldn't really be targeting, harassing that person. Granted, I don't agree with the beliefs and ideologies, how they live their life. They can live their life however the hell they want. I'm just not gonna agree with none of it at all. We keep it moving, agree to disagree, I move the fuck on. That's it. They're gonna have to pay with it later in the afterlife, in my personal opinion. Anyways. So this one I may end up talking about. This one was very, very big. So Switch modder Doug Bowser, I think they're Gary Bowser, released from prison, likely owns Nintendo for the rest of his fucking life. This comes from Kevin Purdy from Ars Technica. I may end up reading this one. If I don't get to it tomorrow, Saturday, I'll definitely do it on Sunday. Very, very big ass news there. And this one, I just want to talk about it a tiny bit. Netflix turns off comments of Cleopatra trailer amidst backlash over depicting the queen as black. So this one was pretty wild too. Once again, that's that whole thing, just like Jonathan Majors is a whole other different thing though. They try to flip and race swap characters. She might have been Arab or Middle Eastern. There's some people out there that are Arab or Middle Eastern once in it. They could pass, just like from my race in this, just Hispanic Latinos. Like, they could look very white European. They could look very, very black. They could look light-skinned black. They could look Asian. They could look freaking like me, like regular brown skin, like that. Or they could look like on the Egyptian or Middle Eastern people. They could look very, very black African American too, because Egypt was literally right next door to Africa. I think it's in Africa, right before the Middle East starts. It's the same. My geography's right. And some VTuber news here. You guys could read this part here if you want. I thought it was funny. More lighthearted stuff. This one, I might actually do this one and another one here. So it says SpaceX blows up Starship, rocket dramatically explodes seconds after launch. So this one and then this one right here, Pokemon news, I'm definitely talking about. I haven't talked about anything Pokemon related in the longest time. This one, I'm definitely doing this on a separate video. New Pokemon revealed for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Horizons anime. I thought this was probably going to be a part of the DLC. Oh, I'm loving the shit out of this fucking design. Beautiful. I cannot wait to freaking play the DLC. When it's all the way in November, December, a while from now. Still hyped as fuck about it. I just hope to freaking God, Game Freak Creatures Inc., Pokemon Company, please fix the fuck out of your graphics for Scarlet and Violet. Don't be lazy pieces of shit. You're way more richer than Disney. You'll probably have way, way more money compared to all these technology companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, freaking, like I always said, like Google, Facebook Meta, a bunch of other places out there in the world. Like, come on, Samsung, all these other freaking corporate billion-dollar companies out there. As far as entertainment goes, you got more money than freaking Disney and all the other old school places like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and these other places, or freaking even Universal Studios. So you're the #1 franchise in the freaking planet, in the world. You gotta have at least enough money to fix all the graphics and kinks for your developers to fix that game and not make it a broken piece of shit. Somebody that was a Pokemon fan since I was like literally 8, 9 years old. Get in the fucking ball with that. I'm just saying. And that's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. I'll save that one and the Nintendo one and this one, SpaceX one, for another separate video. And that's it. Links to description box down below. Card time, no sign. I'm done here. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros, one fanboys and fangirls. Talk to you, Motives. I'll see you when I see you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Wherever universe out there. Send me with your channel. The video game industry news and manga news, Twitter, beach drama news, celebrity gossip news, Elon Musk news, reaction review segment videos like this one. Take it easy. Peace. I'm like Sauerkraut. Let's bye. See you on the flip side. Take it easy. Stay safe. Don't take any of the poison or the jabs on the microbots, nanobots, or any of the hydrogel crap. And that's it. Later. Gone. See you soon. Stay safe. I'm out of here. Goodbye.